It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. Time for Thematically Speaking, where we speak to people in and around the theme park community. And today I've got two people I've tracked down to come on the show. I've wanted them on for a while because I'm big fans of them. It's Adam and Craig from Adam and Craig Do Stuff. How you doing, Adam and Craig?
Hello. We're good. We're good.
So for anyone who hasn't watched that channel, and I will put the link in the description later on, the one on everyone's right is Adam, and the one on everyone's left is Craig. So we clarify for everyone who doesn't know. But yeah, how are you guys doing? What have you been up to recently before we get into it? Since Florida. You've done anything since Florida?
Yeah, since Florida, it's been pretty much just editing the vlogs, getting the vlogs out. We haven't really done a lot.
No.
Have we?
We haven't. That was 2 months ago now?
Yes. Yeah. So no, we haven't really done a lot since we came back from Orlando, to be honest, have we?
Not vlogging wise anyway, have we?
Not vloggable stuff, no. Caught up with a few friends, I think, but other than that, we've not done anything like do stuffy.
No.
Have we? Since then, no. But hopefully soon.
Yeah. I mean, we'll definitely do Oktoberfest, won't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely have to do that.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get to Carnival. We're just trying to find a weekend that we're free. We can do it, and then it's sort of coasting through August and sort of get to July when everything kicks off again. In August, we tend to do more zoo stuff, don't we? Because
the kids,
even though it's still busy, you don't have to sort of contend with all the queues, do you? They're a bit easier to do during the summer holidays. Theme parks during the summer holidays.
Oh,
not the one. Not the one.
I'm going to one this weekend, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to the queues.
Well, that's it. Because we really want to go to Carnival, because it does look really good, and the sort of overlay of trailers looks really cool. So we really want to go and do that. Just not looking forward to the crowds and the amount of queuing.
I mean, we did go to Towers for Nemesis 25th.
We did, yeah. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. In fact, I was watching Matt, Coaster Giant. He went to Towers like the first weekend of the holidays, and it wasn't as busy as like you'd expect it would be. But yeah, we did Nemesis 25 like mid-August.
Yeah, got looking at it,
and it wasn't too bad.
We have been in some holidays, and it's been rammed.
Yeah, I've done it for my birthday sometimes, which is like beginning of July, and we've had to buy fast track because it's just hell, isn't it? And I ain't a queuer. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a queuer.
I don't think anyone is. So we're going to get
like the last time we were at Thorpe Park. These people came up to Rush, which was on an hour's queue, and they were like, "Oh, it's only on an hour. Let's hop on." And we were like, "Only an hour." And we see people like that all the time, don't we? That are just like, "Oh, it's only on an hour. Let's jump on it now." And you're thinking, "Nah."
I mean, an hour for sure, I could justify, but an hour for Rush.
Even then, an hour's max, I think, is too much.
Yeah.
So do you want to, before we get into stuff, do you want to just briefly go over how your channel started and where the idea came from and your first few videos?
Yeah, it's a really weird one because we started the Instagram first, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We see like other couples that have like joint Instagrams, and we were like, let's do one. We're always together. We're always doing stuff together. So if you ever look at our Instagrams, you'll see we'll take photos, and the other one of us is usually just sort of somewhere else taking a photo, aren't we? So we thought we might as well do one together because we're always doing stuff together anyway. And then the only time I remember us sort of discussing the YouTube channel was like, it was literally, I'm sure, like I said, I think we were watching someone's video, and I just sort of said, "Do you know what? I think we'd be good at that." And you were like, "Yeah. I think I've always thought that we'd be really good at that." Coaster Captures. Hello to you.
Was it the Coaster Captures you were watching when you came up with that?
No, I can't remember who it was, because at the time when we set up the YouTube channel, we had no concept of like the sheer number of vloggers that were out there, and the sheer number of people that were in the community. Probably for the best, because I think that would have been intimidated if we'd have known.
I think we had the discussion on a New Year's Eve while we were pre-drinking, and the next day you...
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
He's got a much better memory than I have.
Pre-drink discussions.
Yeah, it was New Year's Eve, and then the next day you said, asked if I was still thinking about it. And I said,
Oh, okay.
let's
But
do it.
yeah, it wasn't much of a discussion, was it?
No.
It was just like, do you know what? I think we'd be good at that. And we just sort of set it up and went for it, didn't we?
And what did we do? We did
Chessington Angle Pass folder.
And then went into lockdown.
Yeah, so we filmed Chessington, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I sort of, it took me a while to get around to actually like sitting down and editing it. And sort of as I was in the process of editing it, the theme park started shutting down because Thorpe should have been the week after, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
And
that's Soldiers Day.
Yeah, so they cancelled that. And sort of everything started shutting down, and there were all these rumours of lockdown, and so we never actually put the Chessington one up because
there'd be a massive gap, wouldn't there?
Yeah, we would have put that up and then done nothing for God knows how long. We had no idea how long it was going to last at that time, did we? So yeah, it was not the best year to set up a vlogging channel. No. We'll be truly honest with that one. So yeah, and then the first one we did was West Midlands, wasn't it?
Oh, it was, yes.
Because the zoos opened before the theme parks did.
And they opened up, because they were a safari park, so you could do the drive-through.
But you couldn't do the walking bits, yeah.
So, yeah, we did that.
Did you trust the drive-through with your car? Because I know I can't remember which one I watched recently, where you said there were only a couple of safaris you trusted to take the mini through.
Yeah, well,
they don't have monkeys there.
They don't have monkeys at West Midlands. And then Woburn, they have got monkeys, but they're not destructive monkeys. If you go to Longleat, you can skip the monkeys, but they are like the entrance to the monkeys is decorated with bits of people's car that they've ripped off. Like they're really proud of the fact that these monkeys will destroy your car, and we're like, no, I'm not about that. Can't be doing with that.
No.
But I think we really like the idea of doing West Midlands first because obviously with it just being the drive-through that was open, we were in the comfort of our own car. We didn't have to worry about walking around whilst people were there and people looking at us and stuff. Like it just felt a lot more comfortable because we were in our car. And yeah, we just sort of got on from there, didn't we? And
yeah,
here we are now doing Orlando and stuff.
Stacey says, what was your first roller coaster?
Oh,
first one together.
Well, mine, because I was into theme parks from like the point I was like a kid, like, well, not a kid, when basically from the point I was tall enough to go on coasters. I would really love them, and I used to go to like towers with my parents and stuff. So I don't know what my first one would have been, but when we first met, you were a wimp. You were terrified of coasters, but yeah. What was the first one? Was the first one I took you on Ben 10?
Ben 10, yeah, Ben 10 at Great Manor.
So we went straight because I knew it was a bit tamer than like the Alton Towers or Thorpe Park. So we went there and we went on Ben 10. And you hated it at first, actually, didn't you? Mm-hmm. It was like hated the Ben 10 ride completely.
Because as a kid, I'd only ever been to Pleasure Island at Cleethorpes, and
because that's our local theme park to our hometown.
And Flamingoland. I did Thorpe Park as a kid, but I wouldn't go on any other big rides.
Yeah, but back then Thorpe Park wasn't what Thorpe Park is now.
I had X when I was a kid. I remember X being there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was our first sort of ride, our first coaster together, wasn't it? It's not even there anymore. It's been rethemed now.
Accelerator,
that's it.
We've not been to Drake Manor since then together, have we?
No, we keep meaning to go and do the Vikings area. And after that we went to Towers, didn't we? And what did I take on first? Spinball.
Was it Spinball?
I think it was Spinball. I took him on, and I said, "Oh, I'll take you on this because this is like this is a family ride. This is one of the small ones." And he was like, "This is small," and I was like, "Yeah, this is one of the small ones." And then did we get straight to Nemesis after that?
I think we did. So I think that was the first big one we did.
Did that build up his confidence then? Did Spinball just build up Adam's confidence? So he was just ready.
I mean, at Drake Manor, we did do Shockwave.
We did Shockwave and G-Force, because G-Force was still there at that time.
Yeah. So we did that a few times, didn't we?
Yeah.
And ended up enjoying it more and more every time we went on it.
But you were scared of Nemesis, weren't you?
Yeah, but I did enjoy it.
He loved it. Yeah, I honestly thought this is the make or break now. If he doesn't like this is like over. Like, which is just never going to happen.
Was he aware of that?
And I remember I got on it and I enjoyed it because it had been years since I'd been on Nemesis at this point as well. So I just reveled in going back on Nemesis again. And I remember getting to the end and getting to the break run. And I looked at him and I thought, please God, say he enjoyed this ride. And he looked like that basically. And I was like, yes, we've done it. But even at that point, he still swore to me he would never ride Oblivion ever.
Yeah, that looked scary to me because I hated Apocalypse. Because of the drop on Oblivion, I was scared to do that one.
And he was like, I remember showing him videos of it, and he was like, why would people want to do that to themselves? I don't understand how you can enjoy doing that. But he loves it now. He loves Oblivion now, don't you? Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I think
that was a 5-minute queue as well. So
I think if we start talking about Florida, I don't know if you want to start with which park did you go to first?
The first one we did was Island of Adventure.
Because I wasn't actually aware that was separate to the main Universal Studios, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, with them, they're literally next door to each other, so you only have to walk like 2 minutes from one to the other, don't you? Probably not even that. But yeah, Islands of Adventure was the first one we went to, and it was literally partly because we stayed at Universal.
Yeah, so we got free transport.
So we got free transport and early access. And we had this thing in our heads that we wanted Velocicoaster to be our first coaster as a married couple.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's the one we went to first, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the one that we love the most as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
It probably is. Yeah, I'm not the type of person that likes to rank things or have favourites or that kind of thing.
Oh, you don't do a coaster count or anything like that, then?
No, I don't, and I can never make my mind up like what I enjoy most and stuff like that. But I must admit, like whenever I think back to our time in Orlando, like Velocicoaster is always the first thing I think about. It was just amazing.
It was a brilliant ride.
Because we absolutely love Jurassic Park anyway, and Jurassic World. We absolutely love the franchise in general. So I think we knew even before we went to it. Look how beautiful that is. Look. Before we even went there.
Sorry, I've interrupted you a bit, but I just want to say while we were on this picture, I've had people complain about Sick at Flamingo Land. It's got that bit at the end where you feel like you're falling out. But I can imagine that must be a lot worse.
The stall is really weird because, like, although it goes upside down, obviously you can tell you're upside down because you can see the floor and all. You know, you can see that you're upside down. But because of the way it's done and the sort of, I think it must be the force of it. It like pulls you back into your seat a bit. So you don't really feel upside down, do you? No. It's a really weird sensation. Like it's like your eyes are telling you you're upside down, but the rest of your body doesn't feel like you're actually upside down. It's a really weird sensation. But the bit they call the Mosasaurus roll at the end, like that I've never felt so much in my life like I'm just going to fly out of the coaster. Yeah. Every time I go on that, every time we went on it, we went over that roll, and I just thought I'm going to end up in the lake here because it's so intense, it's so fast, and it's so forceful. Little baby raptor.
Yeah. That was fun, really fun.
That was amazing. In fact,
did you book that experience before? Because you got an experience with this and the big one I'll show in a minute. But did you have to book that before you went out there? Is it quite popular?
No, it's just you just queue up for it. It's literally.
Oh, okay.
So there's a bit where you can look into the Raptor paddock where Velocicoaster is, where the main bit. Well, not the main bit, but the first bit is where there's all the trees and the rock work and stuff, and that is literally just opposite it. And it doesn't actually tell you who's going to be there at the time, which I'm getting onto in a minute, because of chicken. It doesn't actually tell you who's going to be there at the time, so you just have to either ask them and they'll tell you, or you have to sort of turn up. So we met the baby raptor first, and then we went back and we met the adult raptor, which was Bravo, which is weird because Bravo isn't even in the films, so I don't know, it's just a made-up raptor. And then I can't remember which day it was, but we went on one of the days where we went back to Universal. We went up and we said, "Tell us now what time Blue's going to be out." In fact, no, we were walking past, and the woman in front of us was like, she'd asked the guy something, and he said, "Oh, you're about to meet our raptor, Blue." And I sort of went like that, "Blue?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's Blue." And I was like, "Get in the queue now, get in the queue." So
Was
yeah,
there a
Blue.
chance? Was there a chance the Blue wouldn't still be there when you got to the front of the queue, or do they not cycle through
No,
that
it's
quick?
always the same until they,
Yeah, they sort of run one queue down, and then I think they get. I can't remember. I don't know how often it was never on more than a 15-minute queue. I can't remember. I don't know what intervals they come out.
I don't think they tell you what times they're going to come
No.
out either, do they? Because that the other one,
Yeah, like-
studios, they have the transformers it can meet, but it tells you on a board what times they're going to be out.
Yeah, there's a board
this one,
outside that tells you like which Transformers are going to be out and what time they're going to be on. Whereas with the Raptors, you just have to go up and ask who's out. So, but yeah, we were desperate to meet Blue, weren't we? Desperate to meet Blue, and it's such a good.
I know you've said you're a fan of the films, obviously, but how big a fan are you of the films?
Where's my birthday? This was my birthday present, look.
Oh, they're awesome.
I have Jurassic Park shoes now. And we've got, I don't know where my wallet is, but my wallet's Jurassic Park, and we've got them all on DVD, haven't we?
Yeah.
Except for Fallen Kingdom, we don't talk about that one. But yeah, no, massive fan, because we were fans of like the original trilogy when we were kids, when they came out back in the 90s. And then Jurassic World, we loved.
What do you think of Jurassic Park 3?
I like Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, I do like Jurassic
It's
Park
not the
3.
best of the original franchise,
best,
granted, but
it's still good.
yeah, I still think it's a good
I
one.
think the only one I didn't enjoy was Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, that's the only one in the franchise that was a disappointment, really, wasn't it?
Like even the last one was amazing.
Yeah, Dominion.
So much divided.
Dominion has really split people.
Yeah.
Really seems to have split people. But I honestly thought it was fantastic. It's the closest I've been to crying in the cinema. I've got to be honest. It was just incredible. I just loved it. But yeah, I don't know why it's divided fans so much, but there you go. I think it's great. So yeah, we absolutely love the franchise. Love it. And I think even if it wasn't a great coaster, we'd have still loved it just because it was that.
Yeah.
But it's a great coaster as well. It's an incredible coaster.
What about the soundtracks?
Love them. Great soundtrack. It's one of the most iconic soundtracks out there, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And did they use it? They use it in the boat ride at some point, don't they? Did they?
On the River Adventure, yeah, I think because he says "Welcome to Jurassic Park," and the gates sort of open, don't they? And it goes, yeah, and you get that first. Is it Brachiosaurus? And it needs a chiropractor. That first dino you come to. It literally, the indoor bit's really good, but the outside is really. The dinos need some attention there, and the first one is proper like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks ill. It needs putting down. It really does. It's not right.
But it's a brilliant ride, wasn't it? The river ride.
Yeah, it's a brilliant ride. The last bit where you see the T-Rex before you go down the last drop is it's just something else.
The way it comes out of the mist.
Amazing. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
What,
but yeah,
how was Harry Potter? Was it called the Wizarding World of Harry Potter? Isn't it?
Oh, it's just because that would be, as I'd say, Jurassic and Harry Potter are like, well, for me anyway, they're like my two favorite franchises ever. I love them so much.
Are you Hufflepuff? Are you Team Hufflepuff?
No, I'm Hufflepuff.
I'm Team Hufflepuff.
Yeah, no, I'm a Gryffindor. She's interesting because we wore the Gryffindor and Hufflepuff t-shirts.
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of other couples, didn't we, that were Gryffindor and Hufflepuff, and we were like, this is obviously some kind of like magic combination. Because there were loads of them. We lost count in the end.
I think it was the biggest combination we'd seen.
Yeah. Out of all of them, there was loads of Hufflepuff and Gryffindors. But the Wizarding World is stunning, isn't it? It's so amazing. It's so amazing. And
massive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's well, I don't know. I think that was small.
Did you ride the Hogwarts Express?
Yes,
we did both ways.
Yeah. We did.
What was that like? Because I've seen videos of it and how it works and stuff. But what was it like to ride on? Was it?
It's quite good. The only thing that sort of lets it down is that people, because like to me, it's an experience. Whereas some people in our cabin just use it as transport, don't they? So they're like on their phones and they're like talking to each other whilst they're because they're not watching it because they've done it that many times.
Yeah, they're probably the locals with the annual pass that are just
they're sat opposite you, trying to kick them and say, "Shut up! I want to experience this fully." Oh, we've got a slithering on the chat.
That goes to 10. I don't know what the combination is. I don't know what coasted chicken is. It's probably Ravenclaw, I bet, something like that. Oh, Stacey's Slytherin as well, apparently.
Oh, another Slytherin.
That's news
there you
to
go. I always thought I might be a Slytherin, to be honest, but now
I've not actually. I've not done the test. I just thought Hufflepuff looked and sounded cool. That's why I'm saying I'm Hufflepuff. I've never done a test.
There's a test on Pottermore, and I don't think it's called Pottermore anymore. But you can do the test online. You can find out which one you are, and it comes out Gryffindor every time. So I was just like, do you know what? Fine, I'll go with it. But Adam is like purebred Hufflepuff. Like I knew that before I even did the test. I was like, you are Hufflepuff, definitely.
Now,
but the whole wizarding world is just incredible, isn't it? Yeah. Absolutely incredible. Forbidden Journey is one of the most amazing rides I've ever been on. It's just amazing.
What was Diagon Alley like? Stepping into that?
Yes, busy, very busy. Especially because you've got the dragon. What is it?
It was shiny.
Yeah, I can't remember what breed of dragon it is, but you've got the dragon on top of Gringotts that breathes fire every so often. So the whole of Diagon Alley is just full of people doing that, waiting for it to go off constantly. So it does get really busy, but it's really impressive because we've done the studios in Watford, haven't we? Yeah. No, we didn't get a wand. They are like not Oxford.
They look really cool. They're the ones. Like they've got the interactive areas if you buy the wand, haven't they?
Yeah. But you see people because it was fairly busy when we were there. Because it was just like graduation time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the wands are great, but you end up with a big queue of people just waiting to wave the wand at a window, don't you? So if it's if it's a bit more quiet, it'd be nice. But loads of people, and then you always get that one kid that just can't do it. It's just doing that constantly, and it won't do it. That would be you. That would be you.
I'm surprised no one's hacked it and just kind of found a way to activate the sensors on their phone or something. That's what I thought you were going to say.
There was someone. I did watch a TikTok where someone worked out how to hack it, but I can't remember what they did in the end. But yeah, they're just really expensive. The ones, aren't they? They're really, really expensive.
I mean, a lot of things there, really.
Yeah, well, most theme parks, isn't it? Most things are expensive. But yeah, because after you've like come back home, what do you do? Well, it's funny you should say that about the robes because we said that one day there were a lot of people walking around in like full-on black robes, Hogwarts robes, and we were like, you must, because we were in t-shirt and shorts and we were dying. We were absolutely dying of like in the heat because it was so hot. And just those people walking around with cloaks and the hoods up, and you're just thinking, how have you not passed out? It's so hot. It was like 35 degrees, wasn't it? And they're walking around in cloaks.
Who writes the captions on your videos?
Oh, that's you.
That's
the banter.
Me. Yeah. So I do the editing. So most of the captions are written by me. You sometimes chip in a bit, don't you? But yeah, it's mostly me that writes.
I think they add to them. I think it's the right amount of banter. It's not too much. And it's relevant to what's going on.
And it's sort of us commenting on us because sometimes we do watch it back and we're like, what is going on? What is this content? Honestly. But
because sometimes I see it and I'm not sure if Adam's written it because you're like it'll be having a go at you. Like I think we were at Chessington or some zoo. I can't quite remember which one. And Adam had just said it was closed for maintenance over Halloween, and then you in the background just went, "Yeah, I think it's closed for maintenance Halloween." And at the bottom, it's like, "I've just said that."
I think there's a few times that happens. There was one in the Orlando one recently where it's like literally just repeating exactly the same thing. Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm fully self-aware when I'm watching things back of like I'm no better. Especially like the things we were talking about with the topiary at Chessington. And when I was watching it back, I was so adamant that I was pointing at that lion. I was so adamant. Yeah,
That's the one.
there you go. And I'm just pointing at a random bush.
And the lion's there on the left.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm making out like Adam's like wrong, and he was right the whole time. I wasn't pointing, although I wasn't pointing at the bin. You said I was pointing at the bin. I was pointing at some sort of greenery. It just wasn't the line.
At some point, your hands near the bin there. Look.
Yeah, but I was going for this bush here. That's what I was going
I feel
for.
like it's the kind of thing where you're never going to agree.
So yeah, I do. I write a lot of the captions, but yeah, I'm quite happy to make fun of myself on there as well, because sometimes when you watch it back, you're just like, what is going on here?
So do we want to move on to Disney? I don't know if you want to start with Epcot, because you did a lot of food at Epcot, which I thought was quite interesting.
Yeah, we ate a lot of. In fact, we got a message the other day from theme park giant Matt. He just messaged us on Twitter and he said, "I cannot believe the amount of food I've just witnessed you eat in one day." It was, but I mean, that was over the course of like what, 10 hours?
Yeah, something like that. So we did spread it out.
So just to clarify, we had no breakfast and no tea. Like that was all of the food we ate that day. But yeah, it was a lot. By the end of it, we were a bit like, oof. But we were adamant we wanted to try something in every
world.
Yeah. But then the other option is to drink in every pavilion and that.
Yeah. And there's too much we didn't like.
The Black Velvet.
That was beautiful.
Stay to that. That was really good.
Do you want to tell people at home about the Black Velvet and then what you did to it?
Yeah, so the Black Velvet is a combination of cider and Guinness, which I'd never heard of before.
No,
You'd never heard of before. Didn't even know this was a thing. So we thought, well, while we're here, we'll try it, because I've never seen it in a British pub before. But they poured it, and it was literally like cider and Guinness.
Yeah, it didn't separate.
It did separate.
Yeah, sorry, it didn't mix. It didn't mix.
Separated completely.
Yeah.
So whilst Adam's talking, saying whatever you were saying on the vlog, I was giving it a bit of a stir with the straw. We never actually mentioned that. Like, you would never get Guinness in England with a straw, would you?
No, you wouldn't.
Never even thought that time. So I was stirring it with the straw, and it just went. It just went everywhere. It was all over
a slushy by the looks of it, almost.
It just foamed right up and went over. And it was all over the table, and I had to like suck the froth off the top of it, which is all good content as always. And there was a family laughing at us in the corner. Guinness with a straw, yeah. And at Animal Kingdom, we got a large Coke with ice, and they put a wooden stirrer in it. Weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, I had no idea what this is for. I should have asked. I should have said, what was the worst thing you ate and drank?
Anything with coriander, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, anything with I just moved the coriander over to Adam's side. It's evil though, that stuff. It's wrong. Did we eat anything?
The worst thing we drank was definitely Beverly.
Water. I've heard about that.
Yes, so
it's at the Coca-Cola bar.
Yeah, and they did it at Epcot as well.
Did they?
Yeah,
they did. Yeah.
I think it's from Italy. Is it from
Italy? Yeah, from Italy. So
How
you get
describe it?
So you get this. You can order a tray of 16 different Coca-Cola products from 16 different countries, and all of them were beautiful, apart from Beverly from
just
Italy.
That one.
It was what it tasted.
It was very sodery. It was very sodery, wasn't it? And it was. But it was like, because I don't like soda water on its own anyway. But it was just like, it was even grosser than soda water. I don't even know how to.
Is it like metallic taste to it?
I can't remember. You know, it was like nothing I've tasted before.
It was disliking it a lot. Yeah.
It was kind of like eating. Beverly is nice. No.
Oh,
what? No. I'm sure it was the Italian. I'm sure it was Italian, wasn't it? Because it tells you what country they're all from when you look thing. But yeah, it's grim. It's not good at all. It's really not good. But that was the only thing I did think that we didn't like.
Yeah.
Was there any food that we didn't like? Oh, there was the Simpsons area.
That was just a bit disappointing, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Was it Cletus's Chicken Shack?
Yeah, I think so. And Krusty Burger. I think we had a burger and we had some chicken and we shared it, didn't we?
Yeah.
And all of the pictures and descriptions just sounded incredible, didn't they? They sound like amazing burgers, but it really wasn't anything special.
It was just very plain, wasn't it?
Yeah. Which is odd because normally you go to like theme parks. If you did a tour of like theme parks in England, like most of the food you eat is substandard, to be quite honest, isn't it? So to be in theme parks and just be having like all this amazing food that we couldn't even choose something bad from was crazy, wasn't it? I think that's the only thing that disappointed us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that we weren't happy with. We did have some chicken and waffles in the hotel, and they were amazing. But I'm a bit like maple syrup with chicken. I don't know. I'm not.
Good? It makes it sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm just not that adventurous with food. I'm really fussy.
So you've not tried the donut burger at Alton Towers?
No, it's too far. It's too far.
I have tried it.
We had at Busch Gardens. They had the Food and Wine Festival, didn't they? And we had this burger that had Stilton and blackberry jam on it, and
was it a bison burger?
Yeah, it was not. All of the individual elements were nice, but you just shouldn't be putting them together. It's not right.
They're not complement the cheese, the fruit.
It was just weird, wasn't it? Because it was basically like jam, wasn't it? It was like jam in a burger.
It wasn't gross, but it was odd.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of like pouring chocolate sauce on mashed potato. Like both of those things are very nice, but they just don't belong together. They shouldn't be put together.
So what did you think of Cosmic Rewind? Since we're talking about Epcot.
It was so good. Yeah. It was so good, and I think it was made even better by just the excitement that we managed to get on it.
Yeah, when we booked the honeymoon, we didn't even know that it was even going to be built.
Yeah.
So to be there on opening day.
What was it like trying to book the
hell? It was awful, to be quite honest, because the first slots go out at 7 a.m. So we were laid in bed with a coffee, like ready on the app, and we missed it
within seconds.
Yeah. It just went straight away. And then then the second batch goes live at 12 o'clock, but you have to be at Epcot to get on it. And so we went to Epcot and we tried some of the Cokes, didn't we? Because you could try some free Cokes. And then we just sort of sat down in a spot with good Wi-Fi, and just sort of sat and got ready for it. But the excitement across the park when like people were getting the batching groups was just like nothing I've ever experienced. It was just amazing. It was so good. But yeah, it's a really stressful experience because you don't know if you're going to get it. And like we saw people crying because they haven't got slots to get on it on opening day.
So you drop twice a day, don't they?
Yeah.
You just walk past them and go, I'm very sorry for you, but I'm going on it.
But to be fair, some of these people were Americans, so we were like, well, you're a lot way. I mean, you don't know what part of America they're in, but if they're living in Florida, then quite frankly, I have no sympathy for them because they can come back anytime. Like we've got to get an 8-hour flight back, so
was it still quite a bad booking system for? I don't know if they still have it anymore. It's been around a while now, but Rise of the Resistance.
They used to have the same system, but they don't anymore, do they?
No, it's on a queue now. Which, to be honest, I prefer it wasn't, because it was like it's on Genie Plus, so you can pay if you buy Genie Plus, like $15, you can then pay, I think it's about $11 to get on Rise of the Resistance to get a lightning lane for it. But the hotel guests get first access. So by the time it opens to the public, they've gone. They have literally completely gone. So we just had to queue for it, and it was. What did we queue for it?
Only about an hour. But that was good. That was good because it was on
5 hours long. No, not about that. And the thing is, as well, like the queue, the first bit of the queue is all outdoor.
Yeah.
And we were at the point where we couldn't spend more than 2 minutes in the direct sunlight because it was just so hot. So there was no way we were standing in a queue for like an hour outdoors. And because we don't know how much of the queue is how long that takes or how much of the queue is indoor, do we? Because we've never been before. So I didn't want to queue in the sunlight.
We went back to the Hollywood Studios to ride that because the day we was there, it was on like 200 minutes the entire day, wasn't it?
But that's it. Like the lightning lanes go immediately before it's open, and then again, like when it's open to the public, it's already on like 2 hours because all the hotel guests are getting on it. So yeah, it's nightmarish getting on Rise of the Resistance. Worth it though. Worth it.
Is it like in this country where the queue lines close when the park closes, or do they close quite a bit before the park closes to time.
No, they close. Yeah, they close at park close. So,
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can get on stuff last thing, because we did that a few times, didn't we? Oh, at Magic Kingdom we had to, didn't we? Because even though it was open from like, I think it was at 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. or something. Or was it 9?
It was. We got there for 8 to open at 9.
9, and it was open till 11, and it still took us that entire time to get on all the rides we wanted to.
What was your favourite ride at the Magic Kingdom?
That's a hard one, Magic Kingdom.
Did you go on all the classics?
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to think of everything there was now. Space Mountain and Big Thunder we really liked, didn't we? Although Big Thunder needs like separated seats.
Oh god, yeah, roads are all over the place.
Yeah.
Sliding into each other.
We were just like sliding like this the whole way around. Space Mountain was really good, and Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain was a great ride as well. We just. You what? Sorry.
Did you go on the Haunted Mansion?
Amazing.
Oh, Haunted Mansion was really good. We did get on that twice, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because we went to see. Was it after we'd seen Rapunzel and Tiana? We got on that because there was like 5 minutes till park close, and that was just the closest ride. So we were just like, go, and we managed to get on it last thing, didn't we?
Just before the close part,
So we were in the pre-show with like 1, maybe 2 other groups, I think. So it was really good. But yeah, it's a really good ride. Really like.
What about Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh, that's fantastic. That was the first one, Magic Kingdom, wasn't it? Yeah. Because we were going for either Big Thunder or Splash, weren't we?
Yeah.
But Frontierland was closed. I can't actually remember why, but they were stopping people going through. So Pirates was just the one that was next to us, so we went on that. And that's great. That was that was our first experience of like Disney.
Yeah.
Just the sheer amount of animatronics in one ride is just unreal, isn't it? It's unbelievable. They're just everywhere.
Do you think this country will ever get anything towards that? Because we're kind of living in the Stone Age when it comes to that kind of stuff.
I know, yeah. But then I was looking, like we'll talk about Animal Kingdom, and we'll talk about the Shaman animatronic in the Navi River Journey. I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. But I was interested earlier. I was googling because I put up a reel about it, so I thought I'll just Google. Apparently, $10 million it costs for them to make that one animatronic.
Really? Wow!
And that's more than an entire ride, isn't it, over here? So I don't know whether the UK will ever get to that level, but it would be amazing, wouldn't it? It would be amazing, because they're just unreal. They're like something else. And like when you look at I don't even know how much Rise of Resistance cost, but it must have been.
Oh, it would have been
hundreds of millions, because it is just. There's just so much going on, isn't there? There's just so much going on. It was a mad ride. It doesn't even feel like a ride, does it? Like we're saying, like the bit where you actually get into the car, it doesn't even seem like your normal like ride loading. It doesn't even feel like a loading station. It just feels like one big full-on experience, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It was. It's unreal. It's hard to even know what to say about it, isn't it?
I mean, I'm trying to remember all the bits now.
There's just so much going on. So much going on. Yeah, the animatronic, the Shaman. I mean, the ones at Rise of Resistance are good, but the Shaman animatronic in the Navi River Journey is just. It could be a person. That's how good it was. It could literally just be a real person.
The best animatronic.
Obviously not because she's blue and her arms are like. But you know what I mean, like. It could actually be like a person dressed up, couldn't it? Because it's just the movement is so fluid on it. It's unreal. And every time we went through, we were just like that because we just couldn't believe how good she is. It's amazing.
Did you go on? Is it Expedition Everest?
Oh, I love
that. That was really good. We got quite a few rides on that.
Yeah.
Because we did 2 days at Animal Kingdom, so we had like plenty of time to sort of go and. But yeah, it was really good. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, actually.
Was that our first one, Animal Kingdom? I think it was, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah,
because I've just been doing the vlog, so I remember now. Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Which one could we not? We don't know Star Wars very well. Which one's the Hondo animatronic?
I think I know the one he means because I was going to ask a similar question, but I didn't know the name of it. It's because it's the one that gives you the briefing, isn't it? He's going to have to tell me.
Is it the alien with the
very fluid way?
Yeah.
because I think some of them in the Galaxy's Edge area are actually they're more technically advanced than the Shaman, but I still don't actually think they have the same level of realism.
No, the way they move.
Yeah, the one that briefs you on the
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah,
Good. They are really good. They are really good because there's a really good one on Smuggler's Run. I can't remember what it's called, but you know the one in the long red trench coat. You know when you go to Smuggler's Run and he's got like goggles on.
Yes.
He does a briefing with you.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the guy that got the Falcon from. But what's he called?
I don't know.
Is that Hondo?
Is it?
I get the feeling we're going to go in a circle here, and he'll be like, "Yeah, that's the one."
Maybe that's the same guy then.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Yeah, they're saying that's him.
Oh, that's him. Yeah. No, that's. Yeah, no, that's it. That is a really good one. It is a really good one, and it's like far beyond anything that we've got. But I still don't think it's quite as fluid as the Shaman.
No.
But I think it is supposed to be a more up to date animatronic. I think it's a newer model.
What, the Shaman?
No, the
Resistance.
Hondo. I think he is a newer model than the Shaman. But the Shaman is still my favourite animatronic ever. Just cannot believe how good she looked.
And we completely forgot to try the blue milk, didn't we?
I didn't try the blue milk.
We said we were going to do it, and then
did you buy the little orbs of cola? You know, in those weird bottles.
Shaped as BB-8.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
We saw loads of people with them, but they was expensive.
Yeah,
small.
Crazily expensive, weren't they? And I mean, pop in general is expensive enough over there, isn't it?
And all it is just Coke, isn't it? It's normal.
Yeah. Especially because Disney don't do the refillables. That's one thing that annoyed me. That they don't do the refillable ones like Universal do. So you have to pay for each drink, and it gets expensive because it's like $4.50. Blue milk is great. The green isn't good. Yeah, we should have tried that.
Yeah. Joe, we didn't even see many people walking around with it, did we?
That's
no. But then we didn't spend a ridiculous amount of time in Galaxy's Edge, did we? Because there's not a lot of shade. And you've seen the videos. Like I complained about the heat the whole way through. I really don't cope with heat that well. So I don't think we didn't spend much time just sort of stood around there, did we? Because it was just so hot. And Hollywood Studios was one of the hottest days, wasn't it?
I think it was the hottest day.
I think it was. I think that was the day it got up to 37.
What was Hollywood Studios like compared to the other three? Was it? I mean, sort of on the back leg almost compared to the other three.
Yeah, like it's still good, but because we've done Magic Kingdom first, and like Magic Kingdom is just incredible, isn't it? It's an amazing atmosphere. So to go from that to Hollywood Studios, we sort of expected that same level of like Disney magic, really, didn't we? And it just wasn't quite there. Galaxy's Edge is incredible, and if you're a Star Wars fan, it's even more incredible. Like it's just amazing. Toy Story Land looks great.
Amazing. The rides aren't great. They're okay. Toy Story Land.
Toy Story Mania is good.
Oh, was that the shooty one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did enjoy that one actually. Yeah.
And Slinky Dog is like really well themed. It looks amazing, and as Toy Story fans, like it was great to look at it. But the ride itself is very.
Didn't ride well.
Yeah. You what? Sorry.
Didn't ride well then.
It's okay, but it is a kiddie's ride, isn't it? Really, it is a kiddie's ride. And then obviously we went to Woody's Lunchbox, which is a really good place to eat as well.
Nacho tots.
But then, other than those two sort of areas, there was not a lot. Like the Muppets show was good, but yeah, other than that, there just doesn't feel like there's as much there. And like the lightning lanes were a nightmare to get because there just doesn't seem to be as many attractions there. Like we didn't get on Tower of Terror the first time we went to Hollywood Studios. We had to go back for it because it was just 2 hours all day and there was no lightning lanes. I think Rock and Roller Coaster was like, we had to wait like 4-6 hours, didn't we, for the lightning lane?
Before we get that lightning lane.
So
yeah, Slinky Dog. I don't know if you're still watching. Drills and Food came on the show and he said Slinky Dog was a bit like Runaway Mine Train on acid. Would you say that's
I would say Runaway Mine Train's faster, to be honest.
Yeah. Good Runaway Mine Train.
Yeah. Slinky Dog is It's cute, but it's not worth. And I think the worst thing is like when you see a ride that's constantly pulling like 60 to 80-minute queues, you think this is going to be amazing. And it's I think if it wasn't Toy Story themed, it would be nothing special.
No,
would it?
no.
I think it's the Toy Story theming that sells it. Yeah, the launches were quite good, but it was very sort of meh, wasn't it, Slinky Dog?
Yeah.
I'm going to let people.
Favorite of the coasters of Disney.
Yeah.
I'm going to let people keep commenting, but it's like the time of the show where we usually do a quiz. The guest usually does a quiz. So do you want to do the quiz?
Yeah, we can do a quiz. I'm not sure how well we were going to do this.
I've tried to make some of them quite easy, so it should be all right. And then I made some of them Florida related because I thought, well, I have to make them Florida related.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go for it. We'll see how you do. First one. What is the name of Legoland Windsor's River Rapids ride?
Is it? Is it a Vikings one? We haven't been to Legoland. No.
Never been.
I'm sure it's like Viking River Adventure or something. Like
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Viking River.
Oh, there you go. That's not far off. Not far off. That's good for saying we've never been.
See, you made it sound like you've been, but a while ago you're like, we haven't been in.
We've never been. Yeah, when we've never been together.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I've been, but I was like, I don't know, like 10, something like that. So it's a long time ago, and it might not have even been there when I went. All I remember is the Dragon Coaster. That's all I remember when I was a kid.
This is the end of the world is the chorus line from a song by Yumi at 6, which was the theme for which Merlin roller coaster?
I know this. Do you know that?
Swan.
Oh yeah.
Swan, yeah. It could get all 10 at this rate, I think.
And I love this good song as well. It's a good song. I like Yumi at 6.
I've got to start using it again. Right.
Yeah, they started playing, didn't they? One of the Fright Nights.
Which ride has the longer track length, Nemesis Inferno or Vampire?
It's got to be Vampire.
Yeah,
it's got to be Vampire.
Food pots and everything.
Yeah.
Vampire.
Nemesis Inferno.
No way.
That's quite different as well.
I know what you mean. When I looked it up, I kind of looked up what the lengths were, came up with the question. I thought it was going to be.
Oh, that surprised me. That. I mean, I can't. It's not like I'm going to be able to get a tape measure out, but to prove you wrong. But yeah, I'm surprised at that.
Well, I went by Google, unless Google have denied the right answer.
Oh, there you go.
Right, name the famous blue hedgehog which once had a roller coaster at Alton Towers.
Sonic.
Yeah.
I love Sonic. I wish it was still Sonic.
Yeah,
I missed the Sonic theme.
Do you know what I find weird? I don't know if you'll agree with me on this, but it seems like since it went back to Spinball Whizzer, the music sounds more like Sonic than the music they used when it was Sonic.
Yeah, I kind of got it. Yeah. I like Sonic. I like that they've kept the sort of dark blue color schemes. I think that was better than the sort of cyan. But yeah, I miss Sonic. I really miss Sonic.
Right, this is a question. I've asked Coaster Chicken this as well when he's been to Florida. But name one of the songs played in the ride going into the Galaxy. Cosmic Rewind.
Run one way or another.
Yeah, by Blondie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we have.
You also
that's
could
the
have
one
that.
Yeah.
Disco Inferno. Conga. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Or Flock of Seagulls. But yeah.
We had Blondie, and we were like, we didn't know at the time whether there was more than one track. And then we Googled it, and obviously we've seen that there's a selection of tracks, but we definitely got the best one out of that list. Yeah. Definitely got the best one. Because it
went really well as well, didn't it?
It went really well with the
speed of it.
And it's the right sort of tempo, isn't it? It's the right sort of. Whereas the September, I think. I don't know if that really.
Yeah, that was a bit odd.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Mickey has Minnie Mouse, but can you name Donald Duck's significant other?
Daisy Duck.
Yeah, you're smashing them. I'm expecting a lot of people to comment when they've been on the show and say that they had harder questions, but no one's doing it yet.
And she's not even including the Fab Five. She gets shunned.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Who's in the Fab Five then? Goofy and
Pluto,
Pluto.
Goofy, Minnie, Mickey, Donald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she just, I don't know why she's not included, because even like the Fab 50 statues, you've got like Mickey and Minnie together, Donald,
Donald and Daisy together.
Goofy and Pluto together, and then Donald and Daisy
Donald's
together,
own.
but she's not actually one of the Fab Five. Don't know why they haven't just changed it to like the Sensational Six or something. But
So
there
within
you go.
500, Epcot's spaceship Earth is made up of how many isosceles triangles?
Oh my
God.
God. Oh. It's got to be a lot, right? It's got to be a lot.
I reckon it's in the millions. Not quite.
Well, I don't know if it'd be that much.
No, it's not in the millions. It's in the low five figures.
Like 20,000?
Yeah, go with 20,000.
20,000?
Right, this is the answer I've got. Right, it's quite long-winded. In theory, it's 11,520, but some are missing due to doors and supports.
Oh my God.
That's the exact answer I got. I would have thought someone would have the exact number, but no one had it.
But
That's
no
the
one,
answer I
yeah.
got.
Yeah, you would
Well,
have thought
someone's probably got it.
if what had to replace them, they'd have to know how many there were, surely. That is a lot. It's a lot of triangles.
The first birth at Disney's Animal Kingdom was a kudu. I think I pronounced that right. What type of animal is this?
It's an antelope.
Yep, I'll give you that.
Yeah, there you go.
Smashing it. Did you know that, Craig? Or...
I thought it was an antelope. He's a bit better with animals than I am, but I would have said antelope. But yeah, he knows straight away.
Which has a higher top speed, Rita or Stealth?
Stealth.
Yeah, stealth.
Yeah, you're smashing it. You're smashing it.
I thought if he's going to tell me that Rita picks up more speed when he gets to the lower part of the screen.
When it gets to the bank turn.
Yeah. What?
Right, the last question. Which of the Disney World's 4 parks is the smallest?
Smallest. It's either Epcot or Studios. It's definitely got to be one of them two. Which one would you say? Studios?
I reckon Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
That's the answer I've got.
Magic
No
Kingdom.
way.
Wow. Didn't see it, did it?
No, it didn't.
I think they use the space better.
Yeah, they must just pack it on into it. Yeah, I thought it would be Animal Kingdom and then Magic Kingdom. Yeah.
You didn't do too bad. You got 7 out of 10. That's pretty.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah.
I'll have to add it to the list to see. Get out for you in a sec. I've got everyone's scores who's been on so far, so I can. There we go. It's not too bad. Adam and Craig do stuff.
We could have done worse. We could have done worse than that, I think. Yeah. There's some level thrills of food. Well, I mean, we must have beat Coaster Catcher because I watched theirs, and let's be honest, it didn't go amazingly.
Oh. He won last week though. He won his team won.
Oh, there you go. Fair play. Fair play. Coaster Gen 5 out of 10. That's. I would have thought it'd be better than that. There you go. Coaster Catcher's 5 out of 10. Yeah, so I'll take 7. I'll take 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any more you want to talk about for the next 10 minutes? I'm gonna open it up to comments as well. But do you want to talk more about? We haven't talked more about Busch Gardens. Much about Busch Gardens.
No, we haven't actually. Busch was the park itself.
It wasn't a great day, was it?
No, the park itself is great, but we were just unlucky because it stormed all day and they closed.
It was closing the rides
and the animal enclosures, didn't they? Like we didn't even get to do the kangaroo walkthrough because that just kept closing.
Yeah, and then they had quite a few aviaries, didn't they?
Yeah.
Was it Aviarian flu?
Yeah.
That was going around, so we couldn't use them.
But the coasters are amazing. The coaster is amazing. I absolutely. if anyone's seen the video, they'll know. I loved Gwazi. I absolutely loved Gwazi. It's one of the best rides I've ever been on. It's just insane. It's just absolutely incredible. From the moment you leave that lift hill, it's just full on force. It just doesn't let up at any point. But yeah, somebody isn't as easy to please. Yeah, Falcon's Fury was closed when we went as well, which
we was going to do it, weren't we?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was looking forward to it, but
we was going to do it just
but we were going to go on it.
You said that Shikra wasn't the drop wasn't as was it forceful you were saying, or didn't make your stomach go as much as Oblivion?
Yeah, I think it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's absolutely
it's really
amazing.
good one.
But I've got to say the first drop on Oblivion is like, the only drop on Oblivion is more forceful.
It is more forceful, and it definitely gets you in the tummy more.
But then Matt and Rob did say they tried every single row, and they said it's different depending on what row you're on.
What row do we have? Second to the back?
No, we had back.
Oh,
we were on the back row. So who knows? But the second drop, if you're on the back row, the second drop is incredible, isn't it? You are just like 100% weightless going down that second drop. That was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, it was an amazing coaster, but it just doesn't take your breath away in the same way that Oblivion does it?
I was surprised to hear you say that on the video. When you said it, I thought, you've come all this way. Obviously not just to ride that, but that's like one of the highlights of Busch Gardens, I would have thought.
Yeah. No, it's amazing.
Like, actually, no, just give Oblivion.
It's an amazing coaster.
It was a really good coaster. I think one of my favourites there.
But yeah, it doesn't. That main drop doesn't pack the same. No. Yeah, Oblivion is scarier.
Yeah,
it doesn't quite pack the same punch. It's just the rest of it. The rest of it afterwards, obviously, is more impressive because Oblivion just follows a curve after the drop, isn't it?
And then
and the whole, like you've got to give Oblivion credit for its whole, because that is Oblivion, isn't it? And it really adds to the plunging into the earth, just sort of gives it that extra edge that other drops can't.
Especially when the mist's on as well.
Yeah. What did you just say?
And Cheetah Hunt, that was fun, but it wasn't as...
Is that like Rita?
Cheetah Hunt was okay, but I expected a lot more from it. I expected a lot.
I did enjoy it, but I did expect more. The launches weren't like Rita, were they?
It's nowhere near as fast as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do any animal feeding while you were over there?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We fed alligators, but that was at a mini golf.
Oh, at the Congo golf. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Standalone thing, wasn't it?
No, we thought about doing some experiences there, but we didn't, did we?
We saw a cheetah talk where there was actually in with the cheetah as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the keeper stood hand feeding the cheetah, and we were just like, as British people, because you don't do that in UK zoos, and we were just like,
I
couldn't believe it. Could not believe
it. Film it in case something goes wrong. Film.
Yeah, because we fed tigers at Cheshunt, but you literally you hand the meat to them through the fence. But yeah, to actually see them like stood with the cheetah, we were flabbergasted. I couldn't believe that they're allowed to do that.
And then that hippo enclosure was amazing, wasn't it? The underwater viewing area of the hippo.
How big does that enclosure have to be?
You what? Sorry.
How big is the hippo enclosure? Because I can imagine that they move around quite a lot.
Hippos.
They're quite
wallow a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can go, because like when you go to like West Midlands Safari Park, like all you can ever see is like the top of the hippo's head, because they're all just sat in the water.
Unless they're on the bank.
But here they've got an underwater viewing platform, so you can see the hippo under the water with all the fish.
Looks amazing.
It was really good, really good.
Did you want to let the people know about what they can look forward to tomorrow? Because your Animal Kingdom video goes live tomorrow.
That goes on tomorrow.
Animal Kingdom, and anyone that's like knows our channel, obviously we do animal stuff as well as coaster stuff. So Animal Kingdom was obviously like something we were really, really looking forward to. And this is, I think, out of the Orlando vlogs, this is my favourite like sort of intro footage that we've managed to get.
And we split it over 2 days, didn't we?
Yeah.
So a day where we're more focused on rides, and a day we're more focused on animals.
So that's going up at 7 p.m. tomorrow. And yeah, that was just, Animal Kingdom is an incredible park. Pandora is just unreal. It's unreal.
Are you going to be in the live chat for that tomorrow?
Yes, we will be. So yeah, that was just amazing. The whole of Animal Kingdom was incredible, and
Mhm.
Pandora is just
It's the best themed area
yeah,
ever seen at a park.
yeah. I've never seen anything like it before, and like we'd seen pictures of it, but when you're actually there in it and you're looking up at those floating islands, it's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable.
And then
It's
at
so
night,
good.
when it
Yeah,
all illuminates.
and Avatar's another film that we
Yeah.
absolutely love anyway. So to actually be there and see that kind of theming, just it was amazing. It was so good. It was really good.
Did you want to, if we start to wind down, did you want to just tell people your socials? If you're not watching this live, if it's on catch up, it'll be in the description by the time you see it. But did you want to tell people?
Yeah. So on Instagram we are, well, on everything we are Adam and Craig do stuff. I think on Instagram we are like Adam underscore and underscore Craig underscore do underscore stuff. And then on YouTube you can find us Adam and Craig do stuff.
What are we on Twitter? She can't have as long.
On Twitter we are Adam and Craig DS.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you can't get as much of a you can't put as many characters in.
Did you have to like rock paper scissors whose name went first, or was it always?
So since we got together, because it's like 14 years today we've been together.
Actually, yeah, it's our anniversary.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So since we got together, we've always had this argument about who should go first, because I think my name should go first because I just think it sounds better. And Adam has always said that his name should go first because it's alphabetical and because he's older. And in the end, I basically gave up because like all the friends that we have refer to us as Adam and Craig do stuff. Adam and Craig, obviously they don't refer to us as do stuff. But like everyone that we know calls us Adam and Craig, don't they?
Yeah.
So apart from like my family, obviously, that are connected to me, like all the friends that we have mutually, they all call us Adam and Craig. So in the end, I just sort of gave up, I think, and we agreed it would be Adam and Craig, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Reluctantly, I gave up, and yeah, I gave into it.
Are you going to have a? I don't know which one of you I spoke to, but I asked about a logo, and you said you didn't have one, and you said it was a long story or something, or don't ask. Is there a story behind that?
We've just got to the point now. We've sort of grown away from the old logo, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've grown sort of.
We've had that for nearly 2 years.
Yeah, we've grown up from it, and we sort of said we're not big fans of the old logo anymore. We feel it was great while it was there, but we need to move on from it. And we've sort of designed a few different ones recently, haven't we? But we're just trying to decide at the moment what we like and what we want to go for. So for the moment, we've just sort of gone with a picture of us as like the profile picture for everything, rather than an actual logo. And who knows, we might stick to that. I don't know for now, but yeah, we'll just see. We may come up with a new logo. I don't know.
It'll be Craig and Adam on the logo.
Yeah. Or when we sent the invites out for the wedding, I put Craig and Adam, didn't I? Because I was militant about it. And then eventually I just gave up and let Adam go first. But that is literally how everyone refers to us. So
it's our best.
And
I'm not getting involved.
But no, I'm okay with that now. I'm okay with that. I think it sounds good enough, doesn't it? Either way, it sounds all right, doesn't it? So.
But yeah, I've enjoyed having you on. I felt like an hour wasn't enough. I tried to get through a lot of different things, but obviously Florida is a big thing.
It is, yeah. It's a lot to talk about Florida.
Hopefully you've enjoyed coming on, and people have enjoyed. I think they've enjoyed listening to you talk about your videos. I'll put it in the description at the bottom. And I think Stacey wants me to mention her Macmillan thing, and I'll put that at the bottom as well. And the only other thing I want to say, I wasn't going to mention this till like next week, but on August the 7th, we've got another game show coming up. It's going to be a separate show, and I'll release the logo and name for it in the week. But the first two guests I'm going to reveal that are going to be on it are Adam and Craig. So they're going to be on the game show next Sunday. And they nailed the quiz today, to be fair. So I think they'll do all right. But that's a little exclusive for anyone who's watching.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But
yeah, I'm going to end it there. If you two want to stay on and chat off air, you can, because I know my wife's going to want to chat to you because she loves your videos.
Really?
But to everyone else, I will see everyone else next week when I've got Coaster Tog on. Yeah, that's happening before the 7th as well. Next week we've got Coaster Tog on. He's going to tell us all about his photography. He's the best theme park photographer ever, apparently. So we're finally tracked him down, going to have him on the show. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on because I've been trying to track you down for a while, and then.
So, yeah, no, it's been cool. We're always happy to talk. And you're right. Yeah, it's hard. Like Orlando's so big. There's so much to talk about. It really is.
But yeah, I'll see everyone next week, and yeah, cheers for coming on.
Thank you for having us. See ya.